The Bamboo Project Podcast starts in 3, 2.
Welcome to the Bamboo Project Podcast. My name is DonivanGray, the future $10 billion man. On the way to 10 billion, I decided that I am going to help create 1,000 millionaires, including myself. And not by being a guru or selling a course, but by doing the things I already love to do every day and documenting my journey to get there. I figure I'll make all the mistakes so you don't have to. My name is DonivanGray, and this is how I will turn my life into a living. We made different playlists for all the things that we have tried in the last 4 years, and you can find all of those links in the description box below. This may be your first time here, and if it is, welcome to the family. But for everyone else, this is chapter 4, page 193. All video and audio timestamps will be in the description box below. Well, it should be at some point. Today's date is Saturday, December 2nd, and it is 12:26 p.m. So before we get into the topics of the day, we always start off with our screen time. That is with me and my beautiful, amazing girlfriend. Check our phone to see how much time we spent on it last week. Okay. So since today is Saturday, I'm gonna just do this week, I guess. Should I do last week? I feel like I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna do this week. So every day, on average, I spent 7 hours and 34 minutes on my phone. I spent 12 hours on Twitter, 8.5 hours on YouTube, and 4.5 hours on mail. Right, so I did about 2 hours a day on YouTube, on Twitter a little bit less. My highest usage day was Tuesday, which was 9 hours and 49 minutes. I'm trying to figure out what is that gray area? What's the gray stuff on your phone? I picked up my phone on average. Oh wow. Wait, no, that's not it. 102 times per day. And my first use app after pickup was mail, then messages, and then the Twitter app. All right, baby girl, what was your screen time like last week?
Last week I spent 6 hours, on average 6 hours and... Last week I spent on average 6 hours and 48 minutes on my phone, which is down 13% from the week before. My most used app is Instagram. Obviously they have me on lock. I don't know how they have it. Instagram, then YouTube. Instagram for 9 hours. YouTube for 4 hours, TikTok for 4 hours, music for 4 hours, camera for 4 hours, Gmail for 4 hours. It seems like, everything else is like, that's so interesting because Instagram is damn near 3 times that. I picked up my phone on average 135 times per day, which is up 27% from the week before. My first use app after pickup is Gmail, then messages, then Instagram, and then music.
Now for the subscriber check. So on the main channel, we are currently at 6,684 subscribers. And on our Candle channel, MasterCandle Co, that's Ember Candle Co, go follow that. We are at 721 subscribers. Let's get into the podcast. All right. Well, I don't know if y'all can tell, I'm in a great mood. The depression is gone, okay? I feel amazing. I feel phenomenal. I feel great. I feel fantastical, okay? I feel like I shed skin, body. I feel like everything. I feel amazing, okay? So, one of the reasons why I feel amazing is that my beautiful baby girl is finally back home. And so, some of y'all who don't know, the last 5 days she was not here, okay? I thought it would be a good idea for her to go to her mom's house to just stay there for like 5 days. What was the reason why? There's a lot of different reasons, honestly. One of them was that I felt like it would be good for us to just kind of have space. I think it was good for our mental. I would be able to clean, and I felt like those are my main things that I thought, right? I definitely think it did even more than that, and it was, like I said, it was an amazing time. Every day I miss Melissa. I was like, I wish she was here. And we were talking on the phone, on FaceTime, basically every day. I think maybe 2 nights or 1 night in the middle of the night we were playing video games. So like she would play, is a game on the computer where it's like a team game. So she was over there playing, I was over here, we were playing together. So that was fun. And another thing I thought was interesting too was it really felt like a normal relationship, if that makes sense. And a lot of people probably have no idea what I'm talking about. We still don't have an example of what relationship that we have. I don't know of anybody else that has spent the amount of time that Melissa and I have spent together. The only equivalent to that would be COVID. So anybody that has a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife, if you guys during COVID, and honestly, I don't even know how long COVID really lasted for everybody, but I use COVID as an example because people were in their house with their spouse for every single hour of the day, right? For at least 2 weeks or so, depending on where you lived at. There was nowhere to go to. You weren't allowed to go outside. Everybody was pretty much staying at home, right? So for the last 3 years, Melissa and I have been with each other every single hour, sleeping together. We work together. We live together. The only time that we pretty much get apart is when she goes shopping for groceries. That's really it. Other than that, we're together all the time. With that comes its own complications. And one of them that I didn't really notice until Melissa came back is that when she's around, I don't want to work. And it's not a negative thing. I just want to lay in the bed with my girlfriend. I want to watch TV. I want to do boyfriend, girlfriend stuff in the house, right? However, I have to fight my instinct of wanting that to go and actually work. And it's not going to work somewhere else. It's just work in the house, which makes it even more difficult, which is why some of y'all have seen when Melissa will go to Starbucks and things like that. And I noticed that when she came back, because when she was gone, I was working in the house for 8 hours, 10 hours. I mean, more or less the whole day. Right, I might take a 30-minute break here, hour break here, hour and a half break here. But for the most part, I was either cleaning, putting stuff together, doing some Canada-related stuff, editing a podcast, editing a vlog. That was pretty much the entirety of the time that she was gone, right? And there were days I wouldn't really eat that much because obviously she's not cooking. But I also didn't really feel the need to eat. So there'd be days that I would just eat some Pop-Tarts. I might have a sandwich in the afternoon. That'd be good for the day, and some water and some tea, right? But the day Melissa came back, like the day she walked in the door, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like working no more. I feel like going to sleep. I feel like laying in the bed watching TV. I'm like, now I think I'm hungry. I think I want some food. I'm like, what we got in the freezer? Like, what we got in the like, what you making today, babe? Like, what's for dinner, right? And I think that's so funny because my brain wasn't thinking that when she wasn't here. So that's something that I realized or learned with her not being here. So now that I know that, it'll be easier for me to navigate that. Another thing too, from her not being here, and also from, I think it's a culmination of just the timing of, I just been watching videos, just been coming up on my feed about this. I keep getting the same sign, and the sign is that the most important thing is your environment. That is the most important thing is your environment. Nothing else. It don't matter how strong you are. Doesn't matter how resilient you are, how independent you are. Doesn't matter how none of those things matter. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't matter, right? What I realize matters is your environment, right? Now, the funny thing about it is, one environment may be better for one person as opposed to another person. So that doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, you have an environment where you have access to money, so now that means that you're going to become successful. No. If you're the kind of person that does well in an environment with access to money, then you'll do better. Someone maybe do better in a situation where you have access to media or access to people, right? And I think that it's very important to know what environment you thrive in, so you can do two things: either get into that environment as quickly as possible and stay in it, or to build an environment around you. So I used to really think that you can kind of just thug out a lot of stuff, right? And I think that is a very short-sighted way of looking at it. I think that I won't have as much success trying to work more on myself in that perspective. So I can read sales books, right? I can read marketing books, right? I can read all these different books, watch all these different videos, right? And they'll help. They'll absolutely help me for sure. But they won't help me as much as if I was in an environment where everybody is a marketer, or everybody's trying to learn sales, or everyone is trying to learn how to build websites. I remember when I was younger, I used to read a lot of books, right? I used to just consume books, one book, maybe 2 books a day. Just like there was an app called Oyster. It was an amazing app. Terrible business. Amazing app though. Like you would pay $12 a month and get access to top selling books, like just mad books. Right, it was insane how many books they had on there. On every topic, you would say, "Oh, I want to learn about e-commerce." You would just type in e-commerce. It will give you 100 books or 1,000 books on just e-commerce, right? And you could just read them on their phone. And it was like $12 a month. It was amazing, but obviously that's probably not sustainable because you got to pay for the publishing or whatever rights you need to put that book out and sell it or whatever. So they didn't survive. But great idea, I guess. So back then I read a lot of books, and the crazy part about it was I remember telling myself, you got to stop reading books, because I felt like I was reading books that were maybe 3 or 4 or 5 different books, and they more or less were saying the same thing in the books I was reading. And the problem is I could read all these books, but if I'm reading about selling something, but I have no product to sell, why am I learning selling? It doesn't help me. If I'm reading about marketing, I have nothing to market, no service, no product, no nothing. It's like, what am I doing with this? It's literally doing nothing. It's just knowledge I have, right? And then I decided, okay, I want to go out and start building something and doing something. And I will read the books that I need to learn at the time of whatever problem or constraint I run into. So if we decide that even back then, I was building a company with my friend. It was a grocery delivery company, right? So if at the time I need to learn about the grocery business, I'm going to only read about the grocery business. I don't have to read about nothing else and honestly, even more specific than that, what problem am I running into right now at the grocery business? I have to figure out how to get more funding. I got to figure out how to get grants. I got to figure out how to design a website. I got to figure out how to communicate with people overseas. That's what I'm learning right now. I need to learn those things. And that led me down a path of like, okay, just keep doing that. Keep doing more and reading less. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's kind of the mindset I've had. Not saying I do want to get to reading again, but that's just kind of how I've been operating. So I say that because I think that I'm doing better in an environment where I can now sell something, right? So now I can actually learn about selling and using it when we go to the craft fair. If I watch a video on how to sell or how to do a close or how to overcome an objection, I can learn it on Saturday and use it on Sunday. Right? Because I'm now in an environment that allows me to put what I'm learning to work. So for the house now, since Melissa, when she left, I decided, okay, I want the house to be an environment that is conducive to me working and conducive to our relationship being better and just conducive to a healthier environment. That's what I wanted it to be. Right? So I'm like, okay. It's a lot of small little things. So one is that we have like a playpen for the cats right in the bathroom, but it's a cage, so the fur gets through it, right? So now we go in the bathroom, there's fur all over the floor, and it's the bathroom, so it's kind of moist, so it's sticking to the walls and the floor, sticking everywhere, right? And I'm like, this is crazy, and it's just an uncomfortable thing when you walk into your bathroom and now you just fur everywhere. You're like, oh, okay. You try to ignore it, because in my head I'm like, okay, ignore it. You have to go and edit a video. You got to edit a podcast. You got to do the other thing. Like, that's not that important right now. So just leave it there, right? And then whenever you get to it, finally you'll clean it. So one of the things I did was I bought like these like mesh, like plastic mesh that I zip tied around the whole entire cage. So now the fur doesn't come out the cage. So now the bathroom will be cleaner. So now when you walk into the bathroom, I feel better in the bathroom. When I feel better when I come out the bathroom, I'm not thinking about that mess. And I applied that to a lot of things in the house. So I bought like little organization things just to keep things in order, because living in a studio is very hard to maintain a clean space, just because there's not a place to really put everything. So if I'm working on a table and there's stuff on the table, right, I have to move this stuff to another table, right? Or I have to move it to the windowsill or move it to one of the shelves, but it's not nowhere to really put anything. So if I'm working with something, it's gonna be a mess entirely. If I want to take a break, it's difficult because there's nowhere else to really take that break. I gotta just lay in the bed, which then, as you probably already know, you get tired laying in the bed. So I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that I am building an environment for us that allows us to keep a clean space and then allows us to feel better and get more work done, right? So that's been the main focus of, like, for me, that for the last like 3 days. So like I said, that's the floors, that's the hamper, that's the organizing stuff underneath the sink, just all that kind of stuff, because I want the most frictionless thing as possible. If I want to get a pot, I want to be able to go into the closet or the cabinet, see the pot I want and grab it. I don't have to move this pot out the way, look underneath this pot, move that one to the side, and I grab one pot, they start falling over. I don't want to have to live like that. So that's pretty much how I've been, like I said, operating and trying to build the last couple of days. And I think, like I said, great. It feels great walking around the house. It feels more open. It doesn't feel as claustrophobic. I don't see as much of a mess. You know, I still have more work to do, but I don't see as much dirt here and a mess here and things like that. So like I said, that to me has been great. And I think now that I have that space like that, or this space like that, the following weeks I can now get to doing more candle stuff. And I think that I can optimize and work better under the current environment. So like I said, that has been something that I have learned for sure, is that there is nothing more important than the environment at all. Step one is learning what the environment that you work the best is in, and then stay in that environment. During the League of Villains, I'm letting Melissa tell you how she felt over the last during her 5 day span on her side. But in other news, okay, y'all know you have a candle business, right? Some of y'all, I hope y'all know that. Some people, I feel like they don't be knowing. They'd be weird. They'd be like, what? You have another candle like website? Where is that at? You have a candle Instagram and YouTube? What? It's like, come on, guys. You've been doing this the entire year. So we did a craft fair. I don't even know when it was that this person bought a candle, but we got a DM. And the person has said that they love our candles very much. We're like, oh, cool, appreciate it, thank you for that. And she had asked if she could promote the candle, right? And we're like, I'm like, sure, I don't care. Like, by all means, right? Go ahead. Like, if you like it and you genuinely like it and you bought it at the craft fair, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. But we're like, you know what? Let me just go look at her page. Obviously, anybody that asks that, we probably look at their page either way. But we said, you know what? Let's look at her page. So we go to her page, right? So she's very heavy into fitness, which is a great thing, right? Because it's health. People that are into fitness are going to want something that's going to be a healthier product for them, right? Also, people who are in fitness are likely to have more money, in my opinion, because you have to buy things to stay healthy. You can't just be like, I'm going to just go and do push-ups and be healthy. Like, nah, you got to eat right. You have to go to the gym. You have to buy equipment. You got to buy gloves, a bag, things like that, right? So you probably have a little bit more disposable income. There's that. And she's a woman, right? So women with money, we told you that before, that's our target. So like, all right, great. So we're like, this is going to be good. Now, the icing on the cake is that she has 2.8 million subscribers or followers on Instagram, right? 2.8 million. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't even know how you get that many. That is so many. That's so many followers on Instagram. Like, we've seen people who might have 30K, 50K, 100K, maybe 750K. this is not 1 million, not 2 million, damn near 3 million subscribers. I keep saying subscribers, followers on Instagram, right? So, like I said, I'm doing the math and I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, if I forgot this on the podcast last time. I don't know if I did. Maybe I did. I don't know if I did. Either way, I'll do it again. How many people, if she says, I love this candle, go out and get it, how many people would go out and get the candle? What number? I don't know. What's the number? What is the average number for influencers to influence something, to get a purchase, to buy something? Because 2.8 million is crazy. If it turns into 10 orders, like, if 10 orders is what? 0.00001%? Like, how many? Like 10? And even still, if she got us 10 orders in a week, that's a great week. That's a great ass week. That's a great ass week. 10 orders in 1 week. We'd be like, damn, that's lit. Now, y'all know me, right? My brain always go to, like, you know, what could be like what would be really crazy, right? So y'all know that our goal for the year was 500K. So I'm just saying, how crazy would it be if it really popped off like that? So I'm gonna just go with $30. Even though our average order value on our website is $80, right? But I'm gonna go with $30 because $32. That is our medium candle. I feel like if you don't know us, you would buy that. But remember,
they be buying more than one.
They be buying more than one, right? And these are people with money. These are people, women with money, right?
Right. So if I can't decide, I'm gonna just get older.
So I'm gonna do.
That's crazy. Out of all the orders we've had, we've never had a return.
Listen.
Isn't that crazy?
Listen, who's returning a candle? Like, come on.
Never.
Who want? Like, come on. You return it for what? What you gonna do? What you gonna return it? And, like, come on now.
Never had a return. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy that I think about it.
Listen, we out here. Listen, in our entire business, we only had one return.
Who's that?
That kid at the market with his girlfriend made him buy it, and.
Oh well, I don't even know if I count that for sure.
Listen, so what happened with that time?
Return. Like, that's not really.
You said, oh, what kind?
A cultural.
You think it was cultural?
Kinda.
Why do you think it was cultural?
Like, I was like,
I feel like he was just young.
Okay.
And I feel like, so what happened was we were at the craft fair, right? And it's kind of on me, but I was neutral, right? And this is what happened from being neutral for me. So we're at the craft fair and there was some kid, he might have been like, I don't know, maybe like 16, 17, 18, probably like 16, 17 maybe, right? And he's with some girls, they're probably all in high school, and they come to the table, they're playing the game, they want to buy the candle. I think they won.
I think they were in college. Nice.
You think they were in college?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Listen, everybody that's under 20 is in high school to me.
Like, you sure you
right. Listen, you 19, you in high school, okay? So, they were, I mean, I don't know. You think they were in college?
I think they were, college students are young. Like, college students.
But he seemed like, he could have been, I don't know. 18 is high school also. So.
That's what I'm saying, right. Mm-hmm.
So so they said they played the game, and then I think they might have won, right? And I said, I might have said, do you want to get a candle, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
That was not on you at all.
Nah. Like I said, I'm gonna say what happened. That's what I think happened.
Because I think, yeah.
I asked, like, do you want to get one, right? And then the girl was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Which one you want to get? So now the kid is kind of like, the guy is saying something like, I don't know if he's looking around. He's saying something like, he's asking a question. I think he was asking her, do you really want it? Like, do you sure you want this? You want this? You for sure? You sure you want this? But he's looking like apprehensive. But I'm like, I'm not going to say anything to try and get you to buy it. I'm just trying to figure out if you want to or not. Because if you don't, I'll just give you the car. You go about your day. But like, let me know what you want to do, because you just standing here. And it was the weird, awkward silence where I'm like, I don't think he wants to get it, but he's not saying nothing. He's not leaving the table. So should I just tell him, like, leave the table? You're not gonna buy a candle, just walk off, right? I'm not gonna do that. So I'm like, I'm gonna stand here. So he ended up buying a candle, right? I think it was for her or for them.
Like I said, I don't think that's how
So, okay, I'm gonna keep going. Then they left, right? Maybe like an hour later, he comes back. He's like, yeah, man, I can't really afford this. Can I get like a refund for it? And I'm like, sure, bro. Here, sure. I have no problem. Here's a refund. Do your thing. Go crazy. Now, what do you think happened?
He was saying that he liked the smell. Like that he likes it a lot. And he just kept saying, yeah, I like this. And she was like, yeah, you should get it.
That is that. Yeah.
Right. She kept saying, she was the one pressed. That's something that wasn't you.
Right. But I didn't say I pressed him. I didn't say anything to him.
But you said that you said something.
No, I was like, what do you want to do? I remember saying that to him because he was kind of like.
Right, but she was the one that was.
Right, she sold him the candle. She made him get it. But I remember being there kind of like, what are you, like, you saying you like it. I'm like, what's happening here? I don't know what's going on. And I left it there in the space, and she was like, I get it. And he was like
I said, you did not cause that. She was
you hear me saying I caused it?
Because I don't think you influenced that at all. I don't think so.
Wait, is that what you heard me say? How you heard? Okay.
You said that I said something, and then she said X, Y, and Z.
What?
That's what you just said.
I'm telling a story of events.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's how.
You don't think I said anything?
I don't think what you said was that much weight.
Oh, who said it? What are you talking about? I said something, and she said something.
You said you felt like it was your fault.
What?
Is that not how you started this conversation?
Yes, but no. But no, because I was neutral. That's like if I see something happening to a person on the street getting jumped and I just walk by, or I see somebody getting robbed, I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. Or it's like it's not like I'm supposed to help, but it's like, damn, Donovan, you saw me getting robbed.
He didn't want to get it.
Yes. But I'm like, it happens to everybody that's there. They're like, cause I'm like, if you wanted to get it, you would already give me a card and swipe the card.
Like,
but he was saying that's why it was weird. Like there was indication that he wanted the candle.
That's what I'm saying.
But there was also indication that he was hesitating about getting it.
Sure, but that's still that person has to make that decision. That doesn't go.
But that's what I'm saying. I could have been like, if you don't want it, you don't have to get it. Like, I don't want you to feel pressure to get in the candle.
Sure, but I don't think you're the one that's pressuring him.
But my silence is part of that. If I'm standing here looking at you and you like, damn, everybody's staring at me, I gotta buy this candle now. I could have been like, listen, bro, how about this? You come back, you go think about it, you come back if you want it, and I'll still be here.
Okay.
And he would have been like, okay, cool, I'll do that. And he probably would never came back. But I know that's how he would have responded to it. I just stood there though. I'm like, all right, bro, if you wanna get it, get it. But I'm not gonna be a scapegoat. That was my mindset. I'm not gonna be a scapegoat. If you want to get it, get it. If you don't. But I'm not gonna do anything.
Sure, right.
But that's still an action.
Sure, but I don't think that's what made him decide whether or not to get it. You being quiet, or you not, like, because you're literally abstaining from like.
Yes, but that's also a thing.
Sure, but it's not like it's not all you to do either. Like, okay, sure. Like I just, the way that you saying it made it seem like you pressured this man into getting a candle, and I'm like, that was not what happened.
I played a role in it, but the role being neutral does that. So I
understand what you're saying,
right?
But I'm just saying that the way that you,
that was crazy.
The way that you first said it, it gave me like me listening to the story. I was there, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember that. I don't remember you pressing this man. It sounded like you yoked him up and said, buy the candle.
How you figure that? How you hear me say that? I literally said I stood there, and you heard I said, yo, bro, get this fucking candle. What? Bro, that's how girls' mind work. Girls' minds is so extreme. Everything is violence.
I'm like, why you said that you grabbed him and shook him up and said that you took
bro, like I said, that's crazy. So that was our only return I think we've ever had. The only thing we might have had other than that might have been exchanges.
Right, definitely exchanges.
Right.
Where someone will come back and be like, yeah, let me get the big one, or let me get
a different scent or something.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, only one return. How did I get to that? Oh, right. No, I'm talking about the influencers. So, like I said, right now, if we did every average order with $32, even though we know it's not $32, but that's the medium-sized candle. So let's just go with that. So we can do 500K. Actually, we only need 400K because we already did 100K this year. So we did 400K divided by 32. That's 12,000 orders. Now that's a lot of orders, in my opinion. Like I think if we got 12,000 orders, I would sit on the bed and cry. 12,000 orders is so many orders. That would be more candles than we've ever sold. Ever. That would be more candles than we've sold combined since we first started. We probably did like 5K candles this year and maybe like 3K candles, 2K, like 2 to 3,000 candles last year, right? 12,000 would be last year and this year times 3. That's crazy. So we don't even know. Listen, but y'all know me. If it come in, I'm taking it. Melissa be saying that she gonna say to everybody, oh, you know, if you want to get your candle, you know, we backed up right now. So if you want a refund, let me know. Not me. Nah, not me. We talk about it right now. We're not doing refunds. We gonna figure out a way to fulfill all of those orders. What you mean no? So what you gonna do? So what would you do? How you figure that out?
You just said what I would do.
But how is that helpful?
Because they're probably not gonna ask for the refund.
What they gonna do?
They're gonna be like, oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. That's it.
What? That's what you be saying? I thought you said you want to get your money back.
No. I would tell them, hey, it's gonna take a little while because we're still small, but you are absolutely gonna get your order. And they're gonna be like, oh, okay, thank you for letting me know.
Oh, okay. I could do that.
Right. I never sent him
Nah. That's what you said. You be like, nah. You like, Donovan, I'm giving him all the money back. I'm like, giving him the money back? That's how my brain works.
Right.
Like, what? What, Melissa? You want to say something? Nah. What you saying? Nah. Just fill the orders. But let's see. 12,000 orders, Melissa. How much wax is that?
A lot of wax. That's how much wax it is. A lot.
We would have to get a truck.
Like I said, we might have to pause the website.
I would never do that. See, there you go. Talk about, there you go right there. See, I heard it. I knew it. See? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The website honestly might crash.
Good. I'd rather it crashed than we paused it. I'm like, what? Melissa, you're crazy. Pause the website. We gonna get 400K in a month. Talk about some pause the website.
No, you can't. You gotta pause it.
And do what? What would I pause it for?
You would pause it. You would collect the emails, and you would notify everyone of the next drop.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
It is insane.
It's not crazy.
Melissa, that's crazy.
Scarcity. It'll entice them.
I don't need scarcity. I don't need that. I need 400,000 tomorrow.
Also help you drive up the price.
When?
What you mean? When
I can drive the price up? When I'm able to do that?
Oh my gosh. The next drop.
Nah, that's crazy. That's
literally how that works.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
It's crazy, Melissa.
You're crazy.
You're crazy. That's crazy. That's
literally how it works.
That's how it works. Who says that? Who told you that? Where you hear that from? Who told you that?
In the comments, y'all let us know what you think.
Listen, right. Everybody that we owe money to, let us know if you want us to pause the website. Everybody that we owe money to, let me know if when we get orders, you want us to pause the website. Let me know. Put it in the comment right now. Okay. What was that, Melissa? I didn't hear you. What was that? I didn't hear you. Oh, okay. Talk about some pause the website. Like we don't have to pay rent.
Okay, go ahead. Like I said, I know what I'm talking about.
Which how you know? How you figure that?
I know what I'm talking about.
Based off of what?
Based off of my experience.
Of what? Running a business that have $400,000 come in? When? It's ridiculous. You know what you do? You should pause. it. But you don't want to do that now, right? Now you want to pause it? No. You want to finish. You want to win. You want to win, right? You want to get to the end of the game, right?
Like I said, I think I know what I'm talking about.
I know you think that. I know you think that. No, I know you think that. I know you think you know. That's crazy. I'd rather the website shut down and Shopify calls it, hey, it's broken.
I'm sure.
And I put up a post, hey guys, the website broke from how many people came to the website to buy a candle. So, because we have no other choice, we will take your orders and everything will be on a 4 to 5 day. Oh my God. We don't have that much. We have to fly to California?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
You would absolutely have to fly to California or Texas, whichever one is cheaper. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the number down. 12,000 is too much. Let's go back to 10. All right. So guys, if we got 10 orders this week and they all were $30, that would be $300. No, it'd be $3,000. No.
Yeah, we already know the way that they get down. They might be like, yeah, we don't have it right now. So, right.
I would cry.
Right.
I would cry.
That's not like we might have no choice but to say, hey, I can offer you the refund or you can wait, and you will get your candle.
I would cry. Oh my God, I would cry. I would, if the only thing stopping me from becoming successful was, or becoming super duper rich was not having enough inventory, I would cry. Y'all would talk about depression. What?
At that point, we'd have to like start reaching out to different suppliers, maybe. But yeah.
Oh my God! How many orders? What do you think is the max that we could sustain?
Oh, there's a whole thing of chicken.
That like if it's bad.
Yeah.
What do you think is the max that we could sustain if we got a lot of orders? Like, what do you think is like a high amount, but like okay, we can still do that without having to like fly to another state? Like 500? I feel like that. I feel like
How many candles they get in an order?
I feel like that's about our max.
I would say 500 candles.
In what time period? I think we could do more than 500. I think we could probably do like 3,000. Like before it was like we can't even figure this out because 3,000 candles is like 3,000 pounds of wax, right? Roughly, is that off? Is less?
3,000 candles.
Yeah, let's go with the 12 ounce. Or let's go with the 7 ounce.
Oh.
The 7 ounce.
7 ounce. So that's like 2 times.
So it would be
So
15. It would be 1,500 pounds of wax, right? So that'd be 1,500 pounds.
I think it'll be less than that, honestly.
Right, but it will be somewhere in that number, and I feel like that's reasonable enough for us to be like, hey guys, we need to buy 1,000 pounds of wax from you. Can we come pick that up? Like that's to me is reasonable. Where when you get to 5,000 pounds, you can't just pull up and be like, hey, I need 5,000 pounds of wax. Do y'all have that for me? They're gonna be like, nah, sir, we don't. But I feel like 1,000 is reasonable enough to at least sustain us until we get to the next level where they're like, okay, the next order for you guys, we can do 2,000 or 3,000, but we don't have it with us right now. We can do 1,000, but not 12 is crazy. If we got 12,000 orders, we gotta post a website. Nah, cause 12,000 is really crazy. Cause that's not the amount of fragrance oil, the amount of wicks, the amount of people that I'd have to call my friends, my brothers, my family, everybody. Hey, everybody come over here. I would probably listen.
I'll fly Justin up here to sell.
Listen, if we hit that many orders, right? I would move everything. What would I even do? We don't have no space to do that. I was gonna say I would move all stuff out of here and do it here. We'd have to go somewhere. Like when we go to the storage unit, get a bigger unit. But you can't make the candles in there. You could. How do we make 12,000 candles, Melissa?
Right. I mean, that's something that we have to talk about. Like, that's a part of the plan that I want to come up with.
What are you talking about? You have a plan you want to come up with? Okay. Yeah, but that's crazy. 12,000? God damn. That girl said she got 10,000 orders. Remember that girl, she said that? The one from the pitch thing?
Right.
But that's easier though. That's easier in my opinion. But yeah, I feel like it's a lot less.
So she's not really. Well, nah.
Cause I'm like, we have to worry about heating. We have to worry about like different, like multiple types of material, and I think it was like a lot of hand labor for this. Cause that's oh my god, the labels. Oh my god. I would buy so many. Oh my god, my chest. I'm about to hyperventilate. Lord have mercy. 12,000 vessels to wrap. How many on the table right here? This is probably like 30 candles, 40 candles right here.
I think at that point we would just have to like go to some type of financial institution, show them the amount of orders we need to fill, and be like, some.
But money is the problem. The problem is to do that.
Might be a problem.
Nah. Like
Shopify don't even give us the money until like 9 days later. So
you right? No, that part is right. I'm still thinking that you are right about that. I'm just thinking about the sheer volume of 12,000 candles. The amount of vessels that is. How many boxes of vessels is that? How much wicks is that?
A lot. It's a lot.
Golly. They come in packs of 100. That means we'd have to get 1,000. Is that number right? No. Yes. 100. No.
You have to get a lot.
100 times 100 is what? 10,000?
100 times 100. I think so.
So yeah, we need 100 packs of. I said I don't know. They said y'all want to see content? That would be one of the. That would be one of our most viewed videos we ever got. Damn. If we that would be crazy. Oh my god. Like I said, I would literally cry. I would go under the covers, tell Melissa to go outside, so I could cry like a man, and I would just cry and cry and cry because there is no way. I would call Tori like, yo, bro, what you doing, bro? You in Georgia? You got some time? I'm gonna send you 1,000 candles. Can you pack these real quick, bro? I mean, everybody across the country. Hey, you over? Where you in Texas? Yeah, can you pack this for me real quick?
We just have to start hiring.
Oh my god. Oh my chest.
We might have to go out on the street like you.
Right. So like I said, that we'll see what happens with that. So we have that coming up in December. We also have Grand Bazaar tomorrow. We also have a store access to be in the well, they kind of hinted they want us in their store. We haven't really pulled that plug on that or pulled trigger on that. What do you feel about that? You feel like trying to do it? Yeah, cause I'm like,
I feel like I would, because she's a stylist, and I think that I don't know how she conducts her business, but she's kind of like, I don't know if she's like a celebrity stylist or something like that, but I feel like she would have higher priced
my chest,
items.
Melissa. What happens if Beyonce says buy a candle? What do we do?
We already Beyonce approved.
We are,
So
but like,
we not that. I think we're not that far from.
but what do we do? What do we do, Melissa? What do we do with that much candles, Melissa? What do we do?
Listen,
Oh my God,
that's what you want.
That's get a warehouse.
That's what you want.
Of course, but my thing is like.
So when the time comes, you're just gonna be running all over the place like this happens. You love that.
I do love chaos, it. But my thing is, in my brain right now, if we got a lot of candle orders, I'm thinking like 1,000, 2,000. Like to me, that's a lot. Like damn, we got 2,000 a lot. If somebody say, "Hey, Donovan, you got 75,000 orders," I would be like, I don't even know where to like. What does that even mean? 75? Yeah, Beyonce and Oprah said they like your candle, so they put it on their thing and said, "Go get it." I would be like, I'm like,
that's what happened with Telfar. So I'm like, it's fine. We come up with your bag, your everyone gets a Telfar bag program, and everyone will have a Telfar bag. It's like that. Because that's what happened. Yeah, that's literally what happened. That's literally what happened with them. To the point where they had to be like, listen, just buy it now and know you're not about to get it, and you're gonna get it within the next year. You don't know when you'll get it.
You know what I would do?
Get an email that says, "Hey, we shipped it out."
You know what I would do? So, like I said, there's levels to not knowing how much stuff is out there, but there's levels to it, right? 1,000, 2,000 is a lot. 5,000 is extremely a lot. 10,000 is unbearable. 100,000 it's like you can't even think about that. 400,000, like those are numbers that if it were to happen, you just gotta go. You can't do. It's nothing. It's literally so much weight. You can't do anything with it.
Like I said, you have to. At that point, you do what I said. Hey,
I still wouldn't do that, but.
You do what I said. Say, hey, you want to return or not?
So, what else I say before you said that? What I would do is, I would let everybody know, like, we just got the materials for you guys that have ordered. So everybody that ordered between this day and this date, your candles being made right now. They'll be shipped out in the next 4 or 5 days. And then, okay, we just got our next shipment of supplies. Everybody that ordered between.
I don't think they care that much.
But it's not about them caring that much. It's about us showing that we care.
Oh, okay, sure.
That's what it's about. It's like, hey, this is where we're at in your process of your candle making. It's on the way. We're currently doing this. Okay, now it's out it's out for delivery.
Papa John's.
Right, exactly.
If your order starts with
a B, and you ordered on the 12th or whatever, your order will be being packed on this day, and it'll be shipped out on this day, like that kind of thing.
I like that.
So there's that. Then, like I said, we also have the holiday program coming up, which is in about a week or two. That's another company that is. They said that we should be expecting like 50 to 70 orders in that range, which is a good amount of orders. Again, it's not 12,000, but again, I don't think we can get 12,000 orders, right? I mean, I would like it. It'd be great, but I just don't know what's a reasonable. Even if we got 100, we've never. The most order we ever had in a month online is like 17.
Like I said, I have no expectations.
Right.
I just have to see what happens.
Right. I think it'd be crazy if it did. Right. But anyways, next topic. Holiday program that's coming up, and then the other day I'm sitting in my bed and get a DM. Right. The DM is from, I guess, an associate to an investor, and the investor wants to put their money into some candle business. They're like, I want to invest in a candle business or in the fragrance industry, and they said that they like our brand and want to invest in us. I'm like, all right. Now, like I said in the last podcast and the one before that, we have people reach out to us a lot now. It happens very frequently, and some people, I wouldn't necessarily say they're scams. They're just more so opportunist, and it doesn't benefit us to give that much time to those situations. So we're kind of taking everything with a grain of salt. So she asked, if we open to it. We're like, yeah, sure, we'll be open to it. She gave us a questionnaire about what the investor would want to know about us. We're like, cool. So we have an appointment scheduled. Oh, no. They have a meeting on Thursday, and then they're going to get back to us on Thursday about what happens with that, right? Now, obviously, you got to do your research on these people, okay? You don't know who they are. Got to look into what they might be. So come to find out, I guess the lady thought that we weren't serious about what she was saying, because after she sent the questionnaire, I was trying to fill it out, but I was trying to get the numbers together and things like that. So in that process of me looking for it, she had sent another DM like, hey, if you have any questions about her, let me know. If there's any problem with the questionnaire, just, feel free to ask me or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, in my head, I'm like, I'm just filling this out. I wasn't really like not going to respond. But the first time she told us or asked us, she did not give us the investor's name. She just said there is an investor that would want to invest in you guys. We're like, all right, cool. On the follow-up email, she gave us the name. And the person is a vice president of a department at MasterCard. So, and she's a woman. So, woman with money. And y'all know we did a MasterCard event for Fake a couple months ago.
We definitely did.
Right.
And I gave the MasterCard person the card to put in her bag. But I don't think it's the same person. It's not the same person, but it definitely, I'm assuming it could have come from that in some degree. And she said that they invested in a candle business, but I don't know if she said she's not doing it anymore, but I don't know if everybody in her group feels that same way. Because remember, she said it's like a conglomerate of people that kind of did it. Who?
The girl that said that they invested into Harlem Candle Co.
Oh, yeah.
She said it was like a group. She's like, yeah, me and some other people, like other partners or whatever, invested into Harlem Candle Co.
Are we talking about the same person? Are you talking about the same person that I'm talking about?
I mean, only one person said that. Anybody else said that?
That's not who I'm talking about. That person wasn't from MasterCard. That person was Morgan Stanley. The person from MasterCard was at the...
Oh, that's two different events, Melissa. That's two different events. That's crazy.
The person I'm talking about is the speaker from the
MasterCard
building.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. No, we have a lot of events. We in all these financial institutions. I be forgetting which one it is. Morgan Stanley, MasterCard. I be forgetting sometimes. My bad. You feel me? My bad. Sometimes, so much things happening at the same time. You gotta. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, I'm not putting no weight on it. And if it comes through, it does. We've already established between us that we're not selling anything. So if they come and hit us with what's your exit plan? There is none. The exit plan is make a lot more money than we make it now and move up from where we are. Like that's if you trying to make, this is my thing, right? This is my issue with businesses is always that everybody wants to treat a business like, I don't even know what the word would be for it, but right, everybody wants to treat a business like it's small until it's not small, right? So if I told you, hey, I'm about to build Amazon, can you invest $100,000? You said, well, what's your exit strategy? Are you gonna sell it? You gonna sell it to Microsoft? You gonna sell it to Apple? And I'd be like, no, I don't want to sell it. I'm not going to sell it to anybody. Well, you don't know what you're doing. Why would you not want to sell it? How else do I get my money back? And then in 20 years, you're like, man, I could have bought Amazon for $100,000, 10% back in 1977 or whatever year it was, right? Then it's like, I would be worth $7 billion right now. Now everybody's talking about something. I don't want to sell nothing, right? But when I was telling you in the beginning, I'm not selling it, you try to tell me to sell it. So if you want to get to the bag, you would invest and you gonna get 10x. If right now we have talked about it, if we got like 300 to 500K, we would be great right now, right? I might give up like 10, maybe 20% for that, right? If we do $10 million a year, well, when we do $10 million a year, that 500K that you gave us, that we're making that we're making more than that every single month. So I'm not like, why would you be worried about getting your money back or getting a return on your money when we're literally making that amount of money weekly or twice that much monthly, right? And it's like, I gotta ask people, this investors this, because I'm like, you want to have a high liquid situation where you just have a lot of cash? Is that what you want? Is that the issue? Because you said what?
Like, what do you mean?
Because the only reason you don't want somebody to sell a business is so you can get that high influx of cash.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's why I also think that's the venture capitalist thing. Because
what you mean?
They're trying to make up that return that they're not getting from.
I don't know what you mean.
The venture capitalists, like the VC firms, when they invest, they want to get the money back from.
But who doesn't want to get their money back?
No, but like they want you to make money. Like if I have 10 companies that I'm investing in, and then the one of you actually makes it, but I need you to make it so that you could pay me back for the other 9 companies that didn't.
Sure. I'm saying that's the only trade-off, is that you have a situation where at one period of time you get an influx of like $20-30 million, right? As opposed to, I'm gonna make $7 million a year for the next 20 years or something like that.
I see.
So for them, like, no, but I want my account to now say 40 million today. Like in one, I don't want to have to get 7 million over X amount of time. Right. And I'm like, that's the only reason you would force somebody to sell a company. There's no other reason that you would do that. So, and then it looks better on their books that they could say, I'm making, if I can buy a company in January for 100,000 and sell it in June for 2 million, my growth looks a lot better because I'm able to flip money very quickly into that amount of whatever I'm selling it in. But as all investors know, that's not how you make your money. You hold and you hold the business. Everybody that buys real estate say they should always hold it. Warren Buffett talks about holding it. Most people, the majority of people that actually have a business that they want to be in, are not talking about flipping it and selling it. They're like, nah, I want to keep this forever. Like, that's literally how they look at it. So that's how I feel too. Because I already know that AnetaBurn is going to be a lot bigger than just selling candles. It's going to be a global thing. And it's going to be huge. But it's right now selling candles, and we're doing it pretty well. So I already know it's going to be like that. Oh, the one-shot deal thing. I can bring that up. So they said that they would pay for our back rent, right? They said that they would cover it, which would be about 40K.
Almost 50.
Oh, okay, almost 50K. And the issue is that we have to pay back that money every single month. So it would be about $3,800 a month plus our $1,700 for rent or $1,900 for rent, which is kind of crazy, right? So if we accept the deal, they would pay the rent off, right? So that's on the table. We're not gonna do that because that would be crazy to have to now pay damn near $5,000-$6,000 a month to live in a studio. That's ridiculous. So I hit up the person that we talked to about our contact, and she responded right now. Okay. She said, "Hello, Mr. Gray. Is the case under your wife's name? If so, the income information provided that is low income and the cash assistance request was denied due to missing an appointment. So I would revisit the HRA office with your documents to determine why the repayment agreement is $3,800 a month."
Okay. I reapplied after I missed the appointment.
Okay.
But I mean, either way, they probably denied it because they asked for more documents and I didn't submit it because we said that we weren't gonna go with it.
I mean, listen, I will go with it if
we still have an agreement. Like,
the
agreement is I have to sign it.
Oh, I mean, if they paid for the rent, you would just have to start paying $1,700 a month after they pay it, and then have to pay whatever small amount that they give us to pay, which would probably be putting us at like $2,200 a month for rent or $2,500 a month for rent.
But I don't think we can manage paying rent plus whatever.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
But I'm saying, we cannot. Not for long term, no. Maybe like 3 months, and then we'll be back here again.
Like, I don't think we that. Like, how we going for paying the $1,700 and whatever?
Plus logical positions.
Right, and running ads. And that sounds like at this point, I think, like I would literally tell her, I don't care about this place anymore. I don't see how I can sustain living here because I cannot afford it. So can we just shift gears into finding me a place to live once they evict us? Because at this point, that's just what's gonna happen. Yeah, but I would say that's all.
So also in light of the influencer and the new stuff that we have coming up, we decided to go with some new packaging because we have to upgrade the branding. So Melissa designed some tape. The tape will go on the brown shipping box. And then we also designed, I didn't design it, Melissa designed another shipping box or packaging box that goes inside the shipping box. So now when you get the candle, you can be like, ooh, I feel fancy getting the candle now, right? So we want to give back to the people that are supporting us. We want you to feel it when you open it, like ooh, shit, you should put a light in there too. You're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So, I think that would be kind of fun. But, we're not there yet. But we finally have upgraded to now getting some packaging for the box. So I think you ordered them already? So it's going to be 25 or 80? It's 25 that came in, right? 25 boxes. Those are going to be for the big candles right now. I'm excited. We have a lot of things coming up. We're trying to put that 15K to use the best that we can. I think right now we have like 5K left, roughly. So I gotta do the bookkeeping and see how we've been spending all of it. But I do feel stuff happening. I feel a lot of things rumbling and shaking. And I think with the last couple thousand that we have to put to good use. And I just saw that yesterday we made like $3,000 last month from not being at a craft fair, which I think is like, not being an artist and fleas. Yeah.
That's insane.
Right. So that's really good.
And honestly, I think we made like a crazy amount of money at Grand Bazaar.
Nope. So like I said, that's very promising to see that we're still able to kind of have something sustainable, but we're not out of the water. We're just on the right path, and I think that's the best way to look at it. So I know it's your favorite segment of the podcast. It's the League of Villains. Yay! Woo! Yay! League of Villains. Woo! Yay!
What is going on? Too much is going on. So yeah, like Donovan said, I was at my cousin. Well, Donovan thought it would be a good idea.
I never even said that you went over there.
Right. Yeah, Donovan. So I went to my family's house for Thanksgiving. My youngest brother As you guys know, he moved to Georgia. So he was here for Thanksgiving. So I'm like, okay, I want to hang out with him and my other brother, Jermaine, you know, because I love both my brothers. And I love hanging out with them and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I want to spend the night. And I kind of told Donovan too, like, hey, you know, I kind of presented it to him like it was something that'd be like beneficial for him. Like, oh, you know, you get to have the house for yourself and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Like, you don't have to do that. And I'm like, I hear you, but I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I spent the night. I had a great time. I had a great Thanksgiving. And then after that, you know, came back. And after Donovan, you know, before was like, oh, you don't have to go. I don't think it's really gonna make that big of a difference. I came back and he's like, yeah, you trying to dip back out for 5 days? I'm like, damn. But I understood why. The house was a complete mess. I don't think you understand how messy the house was. It was a complete and utter mess. And Donovan was sick, so he didn't have the energy to clean it. And it was a lot. I think one of the carts was broken. There was 2 carts in here, so that takes up way more space. It was just a lot. And he is better at organizing and making things look good. So, you know, when he said that he wanted 5 days, I'm like, okay, I understand. So I'm like, all right. But I don't really want to stay at my mom's house. So I hit up my cousin and I'm like, hey, can I stay with you? And she said yes. So I was at my cousin's house for this whole time. And it's just like, you know, like when you have that like favorite cousin when you're a kid, or like, you know, y'all just, you know, always doing stuff and stuff. So it's that cousin. It's like one of my favorite cousins. And I was so excited because also like I didn't really have like a lot of sleepovers and stuff when I was young. My mom's a little crazy. I can't even say that on here. Can I say that on here? She knows she is, so it's okay. So I couldn't really have sleepovers and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to have like, it's kind of like a big ass sleepover for like mad days. So I had a blast. Her apartment is amazing. And she is, like I said, she's like a sister. She's literally like my first sister. So it was just so much fun. It was so much fun, and I had a great time. And then, but she also worked, so I also had a lot of time to myself and a lot of time to get things done. And she's very clean, very clean. Like she has OCD. So going into staying here, I'm like, okay, this is very short notice. You let me stay here. I want to make sure that I don't mess up your environment. I've never actively tried to stay this clean before. And while the entire time of me being there, if I dropped something, I picked it up immediately, threw it out. Like any normal kind of habits that I have here, I did not do there. I was very clean. I put things away when I was done using it. Like all the things Donovan asked me to do, but I'm lazy in a sense that it's like, okay, I put it. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's me being lazy. It's kind of like priority, right? So it's like if I have to ship out 15 boxes or less than that, if I have to ship out 4 packages and also have to make some phone calls and send out some emails and also have to be at a certain place by a certain time, I'm gonna prioritize doing those things as opposed to the things that would make the house, you know, cleaner. So it's like, okay, you know what, I'll just clean up at the end of the day or whatever, and then I don't, and then it kind of piles up. So I didn't do any of that there, and it just kind of opened my eyes as to like I was there for 5 days. It was not that hard. I don't know why, but in my head it was like it's so hard. So I kind of learned that about myself while I was there, where it's like, oh, okay, like I can be clean, like I can put stuff away and not think too much about it, think too hard about it, not feel like it's work, not feel like, oh my gosh, like I have to keep this clean. So because I was able to sustain that while being there, I'm like, okay, I want to sustain that in the house. Like I want the house to be like this all the time. So that's just kind of the mindset that I came back with, and I'm going to hold on to it and try to be very cognizant of keeping those habits and making sure that it stays like that. What else? So yeah, I had a great time. Like Donovan said, I missed him, and we were on the phone, we were on FaceTime and all that stuff, and it was like I said, I think our relationship was fun too. And one thing that I realized is that like having that separation, it also makes things easier when it comes to getting things done. Because if I have a quick question, the quick question doesn't turn into a conversation, doesn't turn into a long conversation. If I'm calling to be like, oh, what color should this thing be again? Or where can I find this thing? Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'll talk to you later. And that's it. As opposed to if we're inside the house, that might turn into a whole conversation. Now we laughing and joking. And now, you know, the thing that should have took me, 15 minutes might take me an hour because I got distracted. So it just reinforced in my head, like, we don't have space. We don't have enough space. Even when my cousin was home, sometimes she'd be in the room or something, or I'd be in the living room, and there's like it doesn't affect it. If I'm using my laptop in the bed and Donovan's using the laptop in the bed is now full. The bed is now full. I can go on about this topic forever, so I'm gonna just leave it as it is. So that's how that experience was. It was a great experience. I think it kind of showed me how, like, a glimpse of maybe like how things would be when Donovan and I have our own space within our home. So I have to ship out, the candles for the influencers. The company that gave us the marketing loan, they have a grant that just opened up, and I applied to it, and we're moving forward with the next steps, which is cool. And that grant is $2,500. And I know y'all are like, that's not a lot, but it's like, that's free money. Free money can never knock. Y'all know me, I just be doing stuff in the middle of the night when I can't sleep. So what I've done recently is I was actually looking for an event to attend, because I want to, we want to get more into like networking and seeing, just finding different opportunities for the business. So in the process of doing that, I saw that there's going to be a holiday soiree hosted by like this black entrepreneurship or black people in business, like kind of company. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like, I'd want to attend. And then I saw the dates. I'm like, dang, I can't really. Yeah, I wanted to attend, but then I saw and I was like, oh, okay, maybe we could vend here. That would be cool, because I'm like, this is like black entrepreneurs and black people in business. So like that could also be tech. It's a lot of things. Engineers. So I'm like, this is our target audience that they fit the target audience pretty much. So this would be a great event for us to sell at, because everyone here are professionals. Is professionals? Everyone here is. All right. Is. Everyone here is. Everyone here are. Everyone here is.
Everyone here is a professional.
Okay, is a professional. That's what it is. It's not. It's professionals. Okay. Everyone here is a professional, so they, in theory, should have the funds to buy the candle. And you already know how people get when they take a drink or two. Their pockets get loose and they start giving that change for the candles. You feel me? So, that was what I envisioned. So I emailed them. I'm like, why not? What the hell? What the hell do I lose by emailing them, right? Sent them an email. Say, hey, could we vend here? They were like, hey, sorry, we're not really looking for vendors, but we are doing a holiday gift bag, and it'll be 10 of them, and therefore different people. One of them is like one of the founders of FUBU and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'd love to be a part of that. So we're going to be giving out 10 different candles for that. So that's going to be really cool. We would love, they also gave us 2 complimentary tickets to attend, but we're not going to be here. So we can't go. Huh?
I forgot about that. I did that on podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely gave us 2 complimentary tickets. But yeah, so that has to be sent out. I'm just feeling really good about the business. Like, I think this month, it's just such a weird space to be in. I think this month is going to go by in a blur, to be completely honest, just because of all the things that we have lined up. We were supposed to go to St. John's yesterday, but it got pushed back to, I think, Tuesday. And we have a flight on Thursday, and we don't come back until like Tuesday again. By the time we come back, the day after we come back, we have another fair that we're doing. It's New York Women in Business. They're having a holiday event that we're vending at. And it's also going to have business professionals, so that should be fun. But that also means that whatever candles that we need for that event needs to be made before we leave, which is going to be fun. So yeah, this month is going to go by in a blur. I think we can't really do... I think these next 2 weeks for us is just handling what we have scheduled, and then growth things for the business would be after December 14th. And our lease or our agreement that we have with the lawyer is to pay back the rent by December 30th, which is like 2 weeks after that. So it's looking like, you know, I don't know where we gonna be living at after December 30th. Like, I don't know what happens after that. It's kind of in the air. So, and which also isn't like, that's why I said things are just moving very fast. But it's weird because it's good and bad, right? The business is kind of running at this point, or walking. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it might be, the business is jogging. The business is jogging. We're getting like different people that are like reaching out to us constantly. We're getting opportunities constantly. We're getting people posting a candle. Like, it's jogging at this point, and that's really cool. It's just kind of hard to, like, you know, fully feel the momentum and fully feel the positiveness of that, because while the business is jogging, we are also losing the place to live. So, but I think that everything's gonna fall into place. Everything's gonna happen the way that it's intended to, and we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. We're just gonna keep working, and there is, like I said, there is no shortage of opportunities. There's no shortage of grants. There's no shortage of opportunities to sell the candles. So it's just gonna happen the way that it's supposed to.
We'll be going on a cruise. My sister is having a wedding, and it's kind of like a vacation, I guess, and it'll be Melissa's first cruise, and it'll be our like first vacation, I guess, since Italy, since Chicago. It's Italy. No,
it's not a vacation. So Chicago.
Now this. We went to a wedding that time, so I guess maybe that counts.
It's not a vacation either.
How was that not a vacation? So yeah, you know, maybe we'll get some footage on the boat for y'all for the vlog, which will come out in February. So
that'll come out next year.
Right. Like I said, maybe, you know, we don't know. Y'all might get a couple vlogs in a week. I can't promise nothing because, as y'all told y'all, we about to get 12,000 orders, so I can't really prepare for that. But if there is time, we got y'all. You can find all the behind the scenes content on our social medias. Mine is DonivanGray, DonivanGray, and you have my phenomenal, beautiful, amazing girlfriend, Melissa Burnett, AnetaBurn. You know what it is? Hashtag Bamboo Project 2023. The road to 500K and 12,000 orders. Okay? And with that being said, Bamboo Project